Thank you so much for listening to the Shawn1113 podcast show. I am your host, Shawn1113. Thank you so much for listening for almost the last 5 years. From t- May 27th, 2020, up until now, I got a lot of things coming up at the end of May. Our fifth anniversary show as well, so be on the lookout for that. But I am so grateful by the grace of God that I'm here. Um, just doing these podcasts just like this. And I'm going to talk more about it as time goes on, as we get closer to that date. But first and foremost, if you love this comment, please share this video. I'm going to share it on Facebook and Twitter as well. Share it also. Any inquiries, Shawn47k gmail.com. Shawn47k gmail.com. Anything on Spotify for creators. And on that email I just mentioned, any comments below. With that, got a lot of things. Congratulations in order in the Kentucky Derby to Sovereignty, winning the Kentucky Derby in a pretty close one, about 3 to 4 links. We'll see what Preakness has. A lot of upcoming stuff. PGA Golf Championship. I heard Scotty Scheffler won the most recent one. Um, he's going to be the prohibitive favorite again in all the majors, but but I have a feeling others like Rory McIlroy and many others are going to be near the top of that leaderboard because they've had a great year. McIlroy's had a great year, including winning the Masters, of course. NBA and NHL, I'll put my predictions on. I know that's beginning to go on in the conference semifinals of each sport. Um, by the way, great game, Winnipeg and St. Louis. That was insane. The two overtimes were insane. Winnipeg coming back was also insane. Congratulations to them. But I will put my predictions there. Being a little bit under the weather, a little bit. So bear with me. Excuse me, one second. Okay. French Open tennis for tennis fans out there coming up soon. Um, WNBA, which I don't like, by the way, but that's for their that's for those who want that. Um, Major League Soccer still going on, MLB still going on, but put that in more detail pretty soon on that. Um, College World Series lacrosse for fans out there, the national championship there. Um, UEFA, I mean the Champions League. I think we'll see what happens there. Just a lot of great events in May. Just a lot of great events, and eventually toward the summer, as everything will be cranked up for the summer, the National Football League draft, um, the NFL schedule will be coming up in mid-May as well. We'll talk about that and our fifth anniversary show as well at the end of May. And just a lot of great things going on. A lot of great sports, actually. Justin Tucker being released by the Ravens are a little bit. I'm a little bit suspicious by that. Um, I I don't know. It's got to be the allegations. It's got to be. I mean, it can't be a football decision. You can't make a football decision and then realize that well, because of these charges, it's best for the Baltimore Ravens. So, who's good? It's gonna be interesting. Who's gonna be the other kicker? Gonna be the new kicker for the Ravens. Is somebody gonna pick Justin Tucker up? I don't know. Maybe the Cleveland Browns. God forbid. Look what happened to Sean Watson after they picked them up with a guaranteed contract. I would not be shocked. They already have a mess at quarterback. Why not have a kicker with a spotty with why not have a kicker with a questionable record? So we'll see about that. Steve Smith, Steve, um, Steve Smith with his troubles. Shannon Sharp already have another woman. Jeez, I mean all of these are allegations, but still, it don't look. It definitely does not look. It doesn't have a good look. Let's put it like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I tell you one thing: French Open tennis. I'm looking forward to the women. I rather listen. I rather watch women's tennis than any WNBA game. Let's put it like that. All right. So that's my opinion about that. Now, for the NBA and NHL pick second round, some of them are going on right now. So I'm going to go to the NBA. Two good games two good games, game ones. Boston had no business losing that game, but New York, give them credit, came roaring back and won. So did Denver and Oklahoma City. Well, like I said, there's going to be some good series there. Indiana, a dangerous, it's a very, if whoever wins the New York Boston series, I don't know if you want to face Indiana because that team is a dangerous team. And they handle Cleveland. They handle their business at Cleveland. Congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. Um, just pulled off the Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets just got to learn how to win, in my opinion. I really do. Minnesota, we'll see what happens there. So for the NBA, New York and Boston, I'm predicting Boston. Indiana and Cleveland picking Cleveland. Denver and Oklahoma City picking Denver. And Golden State and Minnesota picking Minnesota in that one. In the NHL, Toronto, Florida picking Florida. Carolina, Washington picking Carolina. Dallas and Winnipeg picking Winnipeg. And Edmonton, Vegas picking Vegas in that one. So that's a lot of games, a lot of playoffs left. So we'll have a good idea as we get to the conference finals and then the finals themselves in both sports, NHL and NBA. And with that, I officially officially I'm looking forward to the fifth anniversary show at the end of May, one way or the other. And with that, that's all I got for right now. I ran out of things to talk about already, so thank you so much for listening to Shawn1113 show for almost the past 5 years. Like I said, if you love this video, if you ah balls. If you like this podcast, please, everything will be linked in the description, below in the description, and please share this podcast wherever platform you may be listening to. And with that, thank you so much. Please stay encouraged no matter what. Live your life as normal as possible in an abnormal world. And with that, thank you so much for listening to the Shawn 13 podcast show for May 6, 2025. God bless you.